Oliver the gnome lived in a tiny, round house under the roots of an ancient oak tree. His home was warm and filled with wooden furniture, glowing lanterns, and shelves full of trinkets. Outside, fireflies flickered in the twilight as the first raindrops began to fall. Dark clouds rolled in, and thunder rumbled in the distance. The wind howled, shaking the leaves and bending the tall grass. Oliver peeked outside his round door, his pointed hat nearly blowing away. He knew this was no ordinary storm. It was wild and dangerous. Through the roaring wind, Oliver heard a faint, desperate squeak. A tiny field mouse was clinging to a swaying branch, too scared to move. The branch bent dangerously, and the mouse squealed in fear. Oliver knew he had to act fast. Without hesitation, Oliver pulled on his waterproof cloak and dashed into the storm. Rain pelted his face, and the wind pushed against him, but he kept running toward the frightened mouse. His boots splashed through puddles as lightning flashed above. Oliver reached the tree just as the branch cracked. He leaped forward and caught the mouse in his hands just in time. The branch snapped and fell into the swirling stream below. Oliver held the shivering mouse close, protecting it from the rain. Oliver needed shelter fast. He spotted a small cave behind a waterfall nearby. Holding the mouse tightly, he dashed toward it, slipping on wet rocks but never letting go. Inside, the cave was dry and filled with glowing mushrooms. Oliver gathered dry twigs and used a tiny flint to start a fire. The warm glow filled the cave, and the mouse stopped shivering. Outside, the storm still raged, but inside, they were safe and cozy. By morning, the storm had faded. Sunlight peeked through the clouds, and birds began to sing. Oliver and the mouse stepped outside, breathing in the fresh, rain-washed air. The forest sparkled with droplets. Oliver carried the mouse back to its burrow near his oak tree. The mouse's family squeaked happily, nuzzling their rescued little one. Oliver smiled, knowing he had helped a friend in need. That evening, Oliver sat outside his home, sipping warm mushroom tea. The fireflies returned, and the stars twinkled above. The mouse family left a tiny acorn cap full of berries at his doorstep, a thank you gift. Oliver grinned, knowing bravery was always worth it.